Skip, I'm so glad you came tonight.
I am too. I'm glad you're here too, Ken.
Are you really? Are you serious?
My name is Skip Evans. I major in anti-creationism at the University of the National Center for Science Education in Hovind. I honestly am glad that you came, Ken. And what I'm actually really happy about is to see so many science majors in the audience, because you need to hear his message. You need to know what this man is talking about. Because when you go off and become university professors, you're going to call us up and say, some kid brought this book in written by a guy named Ken Hovind. What is this stuff? You're getting the lesson here tonight. So I really am. I think you should speak at a lot more universities and a lot less churches. Okay, now that being said, here's my question. What I have here is a little comic book I'm very familiar with called Big Daddy. Yes, sir. Distributed here tonight. I understand that you helped rewrite it.
I did. Jack Chick wrote that originally. He had called me and said, would you update this? It's 20 years old.
Yes. And what I'm looking at here is a diagram, a very misrepresentative one, but let's ignore that for the time being, of human evolution. And under Lucy, which was an Australopithecine, I believe Afarensis, I think so? Afarensis.
Very good.
And there's this, on my shirt, I cheated.
You have to look down and see it.
There's a statement here with a little asterisk that says, for details, watch part 2 of the Creation Seminar series video by Dr. Ken Hovind. The caption underneath Lucy says, nearly all experts agree Lucy was just a 3-foot-tall chimpanzee. Could you give us the names of the list of those experts who think Lucy was a chimpanzee? And I mean real experts. I don't mean John Woodmore, who's, obviously a creationist. I don't mean Henry Morris.
Hold on a minute now.
Who are the experts that think Lucy's a chimpanzee?
Did I just hear you say or imply strongly that if you believe in creation, you're no longer capable of being an expert? Is that what you implied?
Who are the people who actually studied Lucy, the paleontologists, who concluded that she was a chimpanzee?
Okay, let's see. Let me tell you a little bit about Lucy here. Donald Johanson, Australopithecus afarensis, listed as evidence for evolution.
You're avoiding the question. Who are the experts that say Lucy is a chimpanzee?
No, I'm answering your question, okay? I want to give you the history behind Lucy.
I don't want the history. I want you to answer this question. Who are the experts, Ken? Or are you willing to say, okay, maybe we were wrong on this one and we need to go back and correct our little comic book?
Let me finish the question. Okay, I'll answer it. Now, if you want to preach to a crowd, Skip, you got to get your own crowd. See, atheists can't get a crowd like this together, okay?
Actually, Ken, I would put it this way. You've got a big crowd of atheists here, I think.
Okay. Donald Johanson was sent to Africa specifically to find evidence for evolution. He found Lucy 2 weeks before his grant money ran out. It's a well-published fact.
You're wrong. You're right there. You're misrepresented. He didn't go to find evidence for evolution. He went to find evidence for hominins.
The National Geographic labeled it Lucy's knee 5 times. It was not Lucy's knee. It's found 1.5 miles away.
You're wrong again. You're distorting the fact. That's not true. When Donald Johanson answered that question, he misunderstood what the question was. Somebody asked him, where did you find the knee? He found 2 knees. A complete knee was found with Lucy. He also found a second one 1.5 miles away.
Right.
When he answered the question, he thought it was about the second knee, and that's why he said it. This is so documented. It's all over the web. You keep repeating the same stuff over and over again.
You totally missed what I said. I said National Geographic labeled that as Lucy's knee, and it's not Lucy's knee.
Okay, so, no, it wasn't.
Thank you, sir. Now, let me finish answering your question.
What did John Johanson say? Did he find Lucy's knee? Did he find a knee with Lucy?
Yes, he may have, okay? If you find a bunch of bones in a pile in the dirt, you can't prove any of them came from the same animal.
Will you answer the question?
I am. Okay. Let's see.
I don't want Marvin Lubenow.
No. An orangutan foot and a human foot are very different.
Answer the question, Ken.
Okay. Charles Oxnard studied Lucy with a computer multivariate analysis. He measured every bone, the length, the width, the height, the density, the circumference, did a comparison, and he said, the various Australopithecines are indeed more different from both African apes and humans in most features than the latter are from each other. He said it's not a missing link.
And his study has been rejected by all of the paleontologists who are qualified to answer it, have rejected his study.
Oh,
I've got one guy. Who are the others?
One thing at a time.
Nearly all experts. Who are the rest of them?
One thing at a time. Which is why I'm glad to do a debate, but I want one topic at a time. Okay. You said, I'm answering the question. You said, is Charles Oxnard an evolutionist?
He's not a paleontologist.
So, did you imply by your last statement that anybody who doesn't think Lucy was a missing link is not qualified to talk about the subject?
No, all I'm saying is I want you to answer the specific question. Nearly all experts. Who are these experts? You got one guy who's not a paleontologist. He's not a recognized. He's not even recognized in the field. Who are these other experts, Ken? Will you go ahead and correct us?
Is it possible for a person to be an expert in paleontology and not believe Lucy was a missing link?
I don't want to take up any more time, but I don't want anyone to miss it, that it was a basic, simple question on a claim that he published that he has no answer for.
Okay, I have an answer.